Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare. Please chant, everybody. Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Rama. Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Everybody. Hare पाद की।
जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंसा परिवाजकाचार्य श्रोत श्री श्रीमद हिज डिवाइन ग्रेस एसी भक्ति वेदांता स्वामी शिला प्रभुपाद की जय। जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंसा परिवाजकाचार्य श्रोत श्री श्रीमद हिज डिवाइन ग्रेस भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती ठाकुर गोस्वामी महाराज शिला प्रभुपाद की जय। नामाचार्य शिला हरिदास ठाकुर की जय। अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवास आदि गौर भक्त वृंद की जय। श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोपा गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरि गोवर्धन की जय। वृंदावन धाम की जय। नवदीप मायापुर धाम की जय। पुरुषोत्तम क्षेत्र जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की जय। गंगा माई की जय। जमुना माई की जय। भक्ति देवी तुलसी महारानी की जय। श्री श्री किशोर किशोरी की जय। श्री श्री किशोर किशोरी की जय। श्री जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्रा महारानी की जय। श्री श्री गौर निताई की जय। निताई गौर प्रेमानंदे। All glories to assembled devotees. All glories to assembled devotees. All glories to assembled devotees. All glories, all glories, all glories to Guru and Gauranga.
Namaste Narasimhaya.
Namaste Narasimhaya.
Prabhu, that's enough. Namaste Narasimhaya.
Namaste Narasimhaya.
Pralad Lad Daine. Baba ki,
Jai.
Bhaktaraj Prahlad Maharaj ki,
Jai.
Jai Gaur Premanande.
Hari Bol.
Please repeat after me. Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna.
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna Krishna.
Hare Hare,
Hare Hare.
Hare Rama,
Hare Rama.
Hare Rama,
Hare Rama.
Rama Rama,
Rama Rama.
Hare Hare.
Hare Hare.
On behalf of our founder Acharya Srila Prabhupada and Iskcon Chicago, I would like to welcome all our guests for our Sunday program. Thank you so much for joining us this morning, this afternoon. So a very important announcement. About a year ago, we had changed the timings of our Sunday program from evening to noon. And recently, all of you or most of you participated in a survey, and based on the feedback which we got from you, we have decided to change the timings back to 5 o'clock in the evening. So starting November 1st, which is a Sunday, we will be meeting here at 5 o'clock in the evening. So besides your feedback, there are a couple of other important reasons for us to do it, and I would like to share them with you. One of them is 1st of November is the first Sunday of Kartik. And when we offer the ghee lamps to Radha Damodar, the evening time, there cannot be a better time than the evening time. So that is also going to add to the beauty of the altar. And third point is about the evening ecstatic kirtan, which we have after the Sunday feast. So all of you have been enjoying that program, the kirtan, and we wanted you to enjoy it more and more. So considering all those factors, we decided to change the timings to 5 o'clock in the evening. Please make a note of it, and all your friends who are not able to come because of the noon timings, please pass on the information to them as well. We will be publishing it on our website. We'll be sending them the emails. But if you see somebody on Diwan or somewhere in your neighborhood whom you haven't seen in the temple lately, please tell them as well. Today's class will be given by His Grace Ajita Prabhu. Who doesn't know Ajita Prabhu? So everybody knows him. Let's welcome him with a Hari Bol. Hari Bol.
Hari Bol.
Anyway, Ajita Prabhu is a very, very promising young entrepreneur, blogger, and writer. Right? He manages Krishna House at IIT, where a lot of young students from Illinois Institute of Technology, they are able to come and get introduced to Krishna consciousness. So he is going to speak today, and please make sure that your cell phones are switched off, and kindly make an aisle there so that people who are coming for darshan, they can come up to the altar. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you very much for coming to the Krishna Fest today. And I've been asked to speak on the art of gifting. So this is a very important topic, especially for us devotees, because we're personalists, right? So it's all about exchange. It's all about loving exchange. And the art of gifting is one of the, or two of the 6 processes of loving exchange given in the book called The Nectar of Instruction. Anybody who has not heard of the book, Nectar of Instruction? Okay. So it's one of the core basic foundational books of the Hare Krishna movement, recommended by Srila Prabhupada, and written by this wonderful personality named Srila Rupa Goswami. And I'll explain who Rupa Goswami is in a second. So this is going to be a 3-part Sunday lecture series. Today I'm going to be speaking on offering gifts and accepting gifts. And then next week it'll be about offering prasadam and accepting prasadam. And the week after it's going to be revealing one's mind and receiving advice. So sorry for the chronological, it'll be in that order. So Rupa Goswami. So I'll give a little bit of introduction about the author so we know the message that we are receiving, how important and how wonderful the personality who gave us this message. So on the left-hand side, you see the person sitting on top is Lord Chaitanya, who is Krishna, come as a devotee of Krishna in Kali Yuga. That's Lord Chaitanya. And at his feet, sitting, his disciple, Srila Rupa Goswami, who's an exalted personality, both materially as well as spiritually. Rupa Goswami, at the time, was the very high official, like a prime minister. Right now we know Prime Minister of India is Narendra Modi, right? So he was prime minister of the kingdom ruled by Nawab Hussain Shah, who was practically ruling 2/3 of India. So he spoke more than 7 languages, extremely adept in philosophical understanding, and extremely humble. I mean, you can see his posture. So he eventually retired from the government of Nawab Hussain Shah, came to Lord Chaitanya, surrendered himself, accepted knowledge of Krishna consciousness, and on the right-hand side, you can see he and his brother, Rupa and Sanatan, they're writing. They're prolific writers. And they're such amazing personalities when they would write pastimes of Radha and Krishna that are very jubilant, very happy. All the birds would start singing. All the trees would be flowering. And when they would write pastimes that are mood of separation or some things that are very sad, all the birds would cry and the trees would drop their leaves. So the nature around them would react to their writing. They're such amazing personalities. Such is their consciousness. And Lord Chaitanya actually mentioned to his personal secretary that Rupa Goswami has understood his mind perfectly. Now we know God, his name is Adhokshaja. Adhokshaja means one who is beyond the mind and senses. But here is a personality, Rupa Goswami, who has access to God's mind. What Krishna is thinking, he had access to that. So there were multiple occasions when that happened. One of the occasions was one day Lord Chaitanya was narrating this poetry, this duplet, 2 lines, he was just chanting. And really hearing him, you would, if a person doesn't know this is Lord Chaitanya, they would think it's a boy and a girl, love song that Lord Chaitanya was singing. And he was constantly, chanting that. And he went to take a bath in the ocean. And Rupa Goswami wrote down the next 2 lines. And he stuck that on the roof of Lord Chaitanya's residence. So when Lord Chaitanya came back and he saw that, he's like, wow, how did Rupa know my mind? It's impossible to know my mind. And Swarup Damodar Goswami, his personal secretary, in the spiritual world, he's Lalita, so you can imagine, exalted personality. He said, you must have given him your full mercy. And Lord Chaitanya confirmed, yes, that is true. So this is Rupa Goswami receiving the full mercy of Lord Chaitanya. And here he's writing it down in Nectar of Devotion and Nectar of Instruction. those instructions, and many other books. But mainly Srila Prabhupada recommended those 2 books for our Bhakti Shastri. So that is Rupa Goswami. And here, as we're talking about art of gift giving, right? So he received it from Lord Chaitanya. He wrote it down for all of us. And here you can see Srila Prabhupada sitting in the Radha Damodar temple in Vrindavan, where he actually came to Srila Prabhupada. There's actually a wonderful pastime that I'll share. It's nice to hear it. Most of you might know. But when Srila Prabhupada was preparing to come to the United States, he tried for 50 years. He heard that instruction when he was in his 20s, and then when he turned 70, he came. And according to, I think, the lunar calendar, today is the date that Srila Prabhupada arrived in the United States. So Srila Prabhupada, as he was preparing to come to US, he had no means, he had no idea how he would do it. So devotees who were living in the Radha Damodar temple later on shared to Mula Prakriti Mataji, Prabhupada's disciple, that Srila Prabhupada would sweep the samadhi of Rupa Goswami and cry, "My dear Rupa, my dear Sanatan, please, please give me your mercy. I don't know. My spiritual master has given me this amazing task to spread this Krishna consciousness in every town and village all over the world. I don't know how to do it. I'm not qualified. Oh, my dear Rupa, oh, my dear Sanatan, please give me your mercy." And he would cry and he would clean around their samadhi. You can still go and take darshan of the samadhi in Vrindavan. It's a wonderful place. And I went to this room where Srila Prabhupada was residing, and it's exactly in this way that's there. That table is there, that seat is there, that window is still there, from where you can see Rupa Goswami's samadhi. So Srila Prabhupada, one day he was very much praying, and the outsiders who were living in the same compound in Radha Damodar temple, they saw there was a bright light. Generally, he had that little lamp that you can see. That lamp would be, it's like a candlelight kind of lamp. But there was a bright effulgence in his room, and everybody could see. But the doors were locked. The main doors of the Radha Damodar temple were locked. So now outsiders could have come in. So there was a little boy who would serve Srila Prabhupada every day. So the devotees asked, "Can you go and ask Swamiji what happened last night? Because we saw this light in his room." So Prabhupada was asked by the adults. He never responded to them. It's like it's nothing. But when the little boy, he came to Prabhupada and asked, Prabhupada told him, "Oh yeah, yesterday night, Rupa Goswami came, and Srila Jiva Goswami was sitting behind him. And they gave me their blessings. And they said that I should just go to the West and I should just write the books. And everything is already set up." Right? It chills through by. So that's Srila Prabhupada. So Rupa Goswami received it from Lord Chaitanya, and he gave it to all of us and to his very, very able representative, Srila Prabhupada. And Srila Prabhupada very kindly wrote it down into Nectar of Instruction and gave it to us for us to study. So those of you who might not be aware, we offer Bhakti Shastri courses at the Iskcon Chicago Temple. And part of the Bhakti Shastri course is this book, Nectar of Instruction. Very small book, but very powerful. So I'll read to you what Srila Prabhupada said about this specific verse, where this loving relationship of gift exchange is being talked about. Prabhupada said, "The International Society for Krishna Consciousness has been established to facilitate these 6 kinds of loving exchanges between devotees. The life of Krishna Conscious Society is nourished by these 6 types of loving exchange among the members." So this is very important. As part of the Hare Krishna movement, part of Iskcon, it is important for us to take a little time and engage in actually cultivating the relationship among devotees. Because we're all working in teams, right? We are all working together to glorify Shri Kishore Kishori, Srila Prabhupada, and the whole movement. And to be able to work in teams, you must have noticed, if you're working with very good friends, you work very well together. Communication's better, the efficiency is better, and you enjoy working with people you love. So Rupa Goswami is giving us that ingredient, how to be in loving exchange with our fellow devotees. I don't know who said this quote, but I like this very much. "Nobody cares what you think until they think you care." So as devotees, all of us here, I'm sure, We hear about Krishna conscious philosophy, the knowledge that we receive, and we share with people, right? And we are sometimes very eager to share. But at the same time, it is important to know that with that share, it's important to also care. And not just care, okay, I got a book, I distributed a book, I got some money, and that's it. Over, thank you, Prabhu, Haribol. Not like that kind of care, but actually genuinely caring without an agenda. When I first started, assisting in the service of extending Krishna consciousness to others, I was told by my mentor that don't have an agenda. Just care. Just give genuine Krishna conscious experience to others. Genuinely love others. And if it touches their heart, naturally they'll listen to the message of Krishna consciousness. And that's very important. That was a very important statement. And part of my Krishna house service, I tried to the best of my ability to do that. It's not just about preaching Bhagavad Gita or Srimad Bhagavatam. It's actually caring about the individual, the needs. I deal with students, so mostly the needs deal with broken up with girlfriend or dealing with exams, and you have not studied Prabhu, oh God, I'm going to lose my scholarship. All kinds of things that students deal with. And to a certain degree, one might feel, oh, that's so mundane you're dealing with. And people who might hear me speak mostly mundane things, maybe 70 or 80% of the time. Actually, I wrote a blog just to answer those questions that I've been getting for the last maybe 5-6 years from students. They're mostly about how to struggle and how to survive in the material world. And it's important to know that hand in hand, powered by spiritual knowledge, Krishna consciousness. So that care is what allows the recipient to receive it. And this is another thing. There is a psychologist who speaks about love language. And this is meant for whether you're in the corporate world or you're in a conjugal relationship or friendship, anywhere. There are ways that people want to receive love. You might have faced this, that, let's say, for the married people here, you do a lot for your husband or wife, and you end up the day and like, what gift was that? I didn't even want that, right? I wish you gave me something else. So you're doing something, but the expectation from the person is something else. And when in loving relationships, in love, we care about what the other person wants, right? Like in Krishna consciousness, we become vegetarian, we give up meat eating, illicit sex, intoxication, gambling. Why? Because it's pleasing to Krishna. It's not about us. Love means it's about the other person. So when we're giving gifts, similarly, it's about the beloved. So there are, psychologically, this is not shastric, but this psychologically, apparently there are 5 different ways that people want to be gratified. One is words of affirmation. So not everybody wants fancy diamonds or gifts or cars, and some people just want words like, I care for you, I really love you, you mean a lot to me, thank you for that gift, or whatever it might be, words of affirmation. Then there is, of course, gifts that you can just buy from a shop or make it or whatever, but actually a physical object that you can give somebody. Then there's acts of service. I heard this devotee couple that I really appreciate very much. The Mataji was telling me, I love it when my husband cleans the dishes and does some work, some chores around the room. I feel really loved when he does that. I was like, wow, I would have never guessed that is actually a way to express it. And she's like, yeah, he doesn't even know that I'm noticing, but I'm noticing. And I feel so loved. I'm like, wow. So that's also one way of doing acts of service. Quality time. Another person I heard, one of my friends' mother, she doesn't like football, but her husband watches football on TV, and she just likes to be in the same couch sitting with her husband. That's how it is. And that's quality time for her. And physical touch, hugging or whatever, different kinds of touching. So all these different ways, people experience love, and different people are different. So when we're giving a gift, it is important to know what is that person really looking for, rather than, I want to give you, really, this is what I like. And that might not be what the person you're giving it to might like. So it's important to be thoughtful in the giving of gift. And the highest form of gift is, of course, spiritual gift. And I'm a Prabhupada fan. So I always bring up Prabhupada examples. I love to talk about Prabhupada. So Prabhupada, he's such a personality that he constantly just gave, and gave every waking hour of his day. And by the way, most of the day, 22 hours in a day, he was awake. Here you can see he's initiating somebody. Pretty much what it means is he's taking that person's karma and making a commitment as a spiritual master. I am going to take you back to Godhead no matter what it takes. Huge commitment. If you want to be a spiritual master, if you have that dream, please know guru means heavy. It's a heavy task. From our side, it's difficult, sometimes we struggle. But from a spiritual master's side, it's heavy. They're taking your karma from lifetimes of karma. So when we get gifts like that, what do we feel? What is it? What is it that makes us feel when we receive gifts? Gratitude. Thank you. Anything else? Does anybody like getting gifts? I do. Cared for, yes. Okay. I would like to do a little skit, ask some devotees, to show how devotees do gift exchange. That'd be nice to see.
Prahlad! Sorry, I noticed it's getting quite cold out, so my wife made you this hat.
Thank you.
Even the label that says Target.
Thank you.
So we just wanted to know that we really care about you. We want to make sure your ears stay warm so that you can hear nicely. And but yeah. No, thank you also for receiving this gift. It really means a lot that we can somehow serve.
That's really weird. Why are you thanking him for receiving the gift?
So this is a very interesting question, right? When you come to Iskcon, you see devotees exchanging gifts. At least for me, it was the first time I heard the person who's giving the gift actually thanks the person receiving the gift. Like, oh no, thank you, Prabhu or Mataji, for receiving it. I was like, you were the one who gave the gift. But it is actually true. There is a lot of happiness in giving. Otherwise, we wouldn't be giving it, right? There's happiness in receiving, and there's happiness in gifting. And so we can be grateful to the person for receiving it. Most of, those are from Indian culture. I've noticed, we like to say, no, thank you, it's okay. No. But actually, in Vaishnava relationship, it's very important to allow the person to give. And you can reciprocate also, now or in the future. But it's important to have that exchange going back and forth. And Srila Prabhupada, again, I'm going to use his example in the expression of receiving, the art of receiving. I mean, look at Srila Prabhupada. Nothing made him more happy than to see his books published and brought back. So many devotees who received Srila Prabhupada's gift of love, gift of Krishna consciousness, gift of care, gift of being their father figure, such persons worked day and night to make these books available as soon as possible in the hands of as many as possible. Today itself, I got a statistics that said that right now, there are 500 and something million books in publication, Iskcon books in publication all around the world. 500 million Iskcon books are out there in a 6 billion population. Not bad. Not bad. These are time bombs. I don't want to sound like a terrorist, but but the point is, these books are powerful and they transform lives. And 500,000 people around the world have these books. And this shows how much the devotees who received from Srila Prabhupada cared to distribute. So I'll tell a story about this specific picture. There's a wonderful disciple of Srila Prabhupada named Brahmananda Prabhu, Brahmananda Swami at the time, who just left his body a couple of months ago. So he was told by Srila Prabhupada that, this Krishna book needs to be published. And he went to Japan because we didn't have BBT at the time. He went to Japan and he asked the Dainipan people, like, we need this book published. And they're like, there's no way we can do it in the time frame you're telling me. He's like, okay, then we're not going to print from you anymore. I'm leaving. And these big wig executives, billion-dollar company, they were like totally like, oh, this Hare Krishna monk is upset with us. Like, give us a little time. Let's see what we can do. So as Brahmananda Prabhu was in the airport getting on the plane, there were these limos coming in, and all these men in their suits getting out, and they had 6 copies of, I think, the Krishna book available for Brahmananda Prabhu. Brahmananda Prabhu was so happy that he's going to Prabhupada and he'd be able to gift him. And he would be able to see Srila Prabhupada's reaction, Prabhupada smiling like that. So he was very happy. So he got on the airplane, and as he was talking to somebody next to him, that person was very interested to know about Krishna. So he distributed his first Krishna book to the person next to him, even before Srila Prabhupada saw it. So after this, when Srila Prabhupada said, "Oh, only 5 books?" He's like, "Well, one got distributed to Srila Prabhupada." He's like, "Very good. That's very nice." So anyway, so that's the kind of dedication devotees had to make this happen, 500 plus million books in the hands of people all over the world. So what is it? So this is kind of like the 3 things that we can draw from the aspect of gift exchange, receiving and giving gifts. When receiving it, there's eagerness, gratitude, and service. I'll tell you a story about eagerness. So there was a wonderful saintly person in South India. I might be getting the name wrong. It might be Ramanujacharya or Madhvacharya. I forget exactly who. But he had prasadam, and he went to the nearby water body, I think it's a pond, where he went to wash his hands. And all the devotees were with him. And as he washed his hands, the rice, grains of rice, they were falling in the water. And there were fish, many fish that would come and they would accept the rice. And the devotees could see that instantly as the rice touched their mouth, they were going up to the spiritual world, having 4-armed form, looking just like Vishnu Dutas. So they were manifesting spiritual form and going back to the spiritual world just by taking the remnants of Ramanujacharya. And the devotees were like, "Wow, Guru Maharaj, we have been eating your remnants for all this time. Why are we not going back to Godhead like that?" And the answer that was given was eagerness. The fish, although they didn't know this is a pure devotee of the Lord, his remnants is even more, spiritually powerful than even Krishna himself. They didn't know all that knowledge, but they were eager. We want that grain of rice. And they got it. And they went back to Godhead. So eagerness is very important. You see all those hands? Srila Prabhupada is giving some, remnants, some food, prasadam. And everybody's like very eager to receive that. And that has tremendous spiritual potency. Of course, even if one is not eager, prasadam has its powers, right? A lot of us can probably talk about that. Adisha would cover that in great details next weekend. But now, this is actually corroborated also in the scriptures in Bhagavad Gita. Krishna says that if you want to know the truth, this is how you approach a person who's spiritually elevated. Tad vidhi pranipatena pariprashnena sevaya upadekshanti te jnanam jnaninas tattvadarshana. Just try to learn the truth by approaching a spiritual master, inquire from him submissively, and render service unto him. The self-realized souls can impart knowledge unto you because they have seen the truth. So pranipat means humility, pariprashnena, inquiry, and service. So humility is, I don't know, but I want to know. That's that eagerness. I don't know, but I want to know. And that's honesty too, right? There's many things we don't know. Especially when we go book distribution. Many people say, "Oh yeah, I know that. And what's new about that?" But then what happens is we are blocking that knowledge from coming in. When we say we know, many of us have read the Bhagavad Gita multiple times. I've met one wonderful saintly person in Iskcon named Badrinarayan Swami. He was sharing with me that he's read the Bhagavad Gita maybe 40 times. Every time he learns new things, deeper topics. It's the same 700 verses, the same words, but Bhagavad Gita is Krishna in its literary form. And Krishna is ever youthful, Kishore Kishori, in the most attractive form. Krishna never turns older than 16, even when he's 125 years old. God never grows old because he's ever fresh, ever youthful. That's the eternality aspect of God. He's eternal and not eternally old, balding, and long flowing beard. He's eternally attractive and youthful. Nava Yovanamcha. Lord Brahma speaks like that. So Krishna's words are also eternally youthful. When I used to live near the temple, I would come here every day for darshan in the morning. And every day, all glories to the pujaris of this temple, the priests, they would dress up Kishore Kishori so beautifully. Every morning the curtain opens and you just stop breathing, like, wow. Amazing, how beautiful is Kishore Kishori. Every day, without change, because Krishna is ever fresh. And Krishna's words are ever fresh. Bhagavad Gita is ever fresh. I promise you, if you read it as many times, every time you'll have deeper appreciation and you will actually get a wonderful understanding of who God is. I was sharing it at one of our Bhakti Riksha in Sheridan, that when a mother gets pregnant, they have these, I think they're called ultrasonic, some way that you can get the image of the baby in the womb, right? And the way I was taught in physics class is that there are sound waves that bounce off of the different objects in the flesh, and accordingly it creates an image with which you can see, here is a baby, here's a heart moving, etc., etc. So similarly, when we read Bhagavad Gita or Srimad Bhagavatam, Krishna's gift, his biggest gift to us is, he gives us knowledge about him, realizations. There are many scholars who had done PhD on Rasa Leela, and they've done PhD on different esoteric topics, and they don't have the conception that God is a person. It is so sad. But us, at least I can speak for myself. I'm a very unqualified, not very educated, very simple person. But it is so nice to know. At least I know that Krishna loves me very much. And no matter what situation I'm going through, he has the best plans for me. And that is such a savior. That's such a protection. People can have $1 million, but be very, very scared. But just this one knowledge, knowing that Krishna is always there, and he loves me, and he only has the best plan for me, nothing else matters. No matter what happens in one's life, one will be happy. One will be fearless. Fearless is only possible for devotees. Srila Prabhupada, when he was getting his initiation, his spiritual master didn't change his name. His name was Abhay. He said, Abhay is a spiritual name. Because you can be Abhay, you can be fearless only when you're at Krishna's lotus feet, Abhay Charan, right? He's sitting at Krishna's lotus feet. That's why he's fearless. And that's true for all of us. That's true for all of us. If we have that simple knowledge, and that knowledge is Krishna's gift to us. Arjun didn't want Krishna's army, right? Somebody was asking, I was at an interfaith event, this sick person, he was not sick person, but like sick person, asking me, so why did Krishna take sides? And I was, not giving the details of the answers, I just expressed to him that one side wanted his army, the other side just wanted him. Arjun said, my dear Krishna, just be in the chariot. That's all. Just be in the chariot with me. I just want you. If you're there, I'm satisfied. I don't need anything else. That's how a devotee thinks. My dear Krishna, just be there. If you're there, everything is taken care of. That is true. And Krishna broke his promise. He stood up. He took arrows for Arjun. He bled for his best friend. That is Krishna. That is God. Right? Knowing God is so nice. And he is Adhokshaja. He's not knowable. But he is knowable when he reveals himself in our hearts. So, and that process of knowing Krishna, these three things, humility, inquiry, and service, is very, very important. Any questions so far? Have I lost anybody? I got a feedback that I speak very fast, so I'm trying to control my speed. Okay. So I'll tell some pastimes. So Krishna, this is the spiritual world, by the way. Looks nice. So you see everybody, all the cows, all the gopas, all the gopis, everybody's looking at Krishna. Krishna is the center of attention. And there is only one thing that governs the spiritual world. It is pure love. And pure love is expressed through exchange. Look at Krishna embracing Gopakumar. Is that Gopakumar? Yashodanandan? Yeah, Gopakumar. And everybody else. So the gopis, they have some gifts in their hands, right? Art of gifting. It's there in the spiritual world too. That's how we build relationship with Krishna. There are many pious persons who bring gifts for Krishna. The altar is not so full today, but generally there's a lot of gifts, right? There are other forms of gifts. Krishna, the 5 things I talked about, the love language, all of them are applicable to Krishna. Words of affirmation, real gifts, quality time, all of that is very much applicable to Krishna. So we spend time with God when we pray, when we chant Hare Krishna, we meditate, right? What is this? It is actually spending quality time with God to the degree of the quality for chanting. When we say Hare Krishna, Krishna is right there, yes? He's right there. If we call Baba, who cares, right? Even if you want an appointment with our little alderman here, it'll be like 3-4 weeks to get that appointment. But we say Hare Krishna, Krishna is present because he's sitting right in the heart. So when we're chanting, that's associating with Krishna, spending time with Krishna. We are praying to Krishna. My dear Krishna, I'm so grateful, right? Sometimes our prayers are, oh Krishna, why this, why that? Can you give me this? Oh my God, I'm praying so much. There was one person who would call me. I would give the details, but she would call me and tell me, Putana got to be in the spiritual world. And I'm a devotee. I'm chanting 16 rounds for 3 years. And I don't get to be in so-and-so medical college. Why not? And we spent 6 months explaining that one question. Finally, she stopped asking that. And finally, no, Krishna is really amazing. I can see all the gifts he has given me. It took 6 months, but she actually got it. I was very happy. But nevertheless, we can appreciate, when we are in Krishna consciousness, we can appreciate the gifts coming from Krishna, the exchanges. And the exchanges are fraught with love. So in Krishna's case, there was, I shouldn't say like that, Krishna's case, but there are multiple stories. So one of the stories is the wife of Vidura. Vidura was one of the brothers of Pandu and Yudhishthira. So kingly person who was kicked out of his kingdom because he was righteous and didn't agree with the wrong things the Kurus were doing. But they were devotees, he and his wife. And when they heard Krishna is coming, they were in poverty. They didn't have anything to offer. On the other hand, Duryodhana had a whole tent and had dancers dancing and singers singing and food arrangements. Krishna went past the tent, went right to Vidura's house. And when Vidura's wife saw Krishna, she had so much love for Krishna that she lost, her sense of thought. She took a banana, peeled it, threw the banana away, gave him the peel. And Krishna accepted the peel and started eating it. And Vidura was like, what are you doing? This is God. You're giving him the banana peel. Krishna was like, this is more sweet than anything else anybody could give me to eat. So Krishna accepts the love, right? So the gift-giving exchange is applicable to all of us devotees. So it's not like we have to have a lot of money or a lot of opulence to give gifts. If the gift is fraught with love, a little bit of sweet words, a little bit of care, a little bit of hug, whatever it is that we're giving, it all counts and it touches our heart and it inspires us in our Krishna consciousness. It inspires us to go forward, make sacrifices, to give that love to others, right? We have to receive it to give it, right? Srila Prabhupada received it from his predecessors. Srila Rupa Goswami received it from Lord Chaitanya. And what did they do? I mean, what kind of sacrifices did they do for us who they didn't even know? And I was just reading today actually, I received an email, different quotes of Srila Prabhupada sharing how this Hare Krishna movement is meant to grow for the first 10,000 years of Kali Yuga. And that is only possible when devotees cooperate and there's a lot of love in exchange between the devotees. So we can form our own spiritual world. Prabhupada said these temples are not part of the material world. It's like a spiritual embassy where everything is centered around Krishna, which is exactly how it is in the spiritual world. And thus, as devotees, we can participate by centering everything with love. Even if we have issues with somebody, pause for a second. Think for a second, what is pleasing to Krishna? How should I address this situation in a way that is pleasing to Krishna? Yet I need to address that I am upset maybe with some devotee. But fill your heart with love. That my dear Prabhu or my dear Mataji, it hurt me very much when you said such and such things. And I want our relationship to thrive and grow. And that's why I'm bringing it to you. Not to point fingers, but I'm just sharing that it would be nice if blah, 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 blah. But the mood is that I want our relationship to thrive so that we can serve together in Krishna consciousness. No matter how different we are, no matter how different our backgrounds are, no matter how differently we think, but the goal is that we want to serve Shishi Kishore Kishori Srila Prabhupada out of gratitude for everything we have received. The gifts that have come to us, the spiritual gifts. So I'll tell, I love Lord Jagannath and his stories. So I could go on and on and on, but I'll cap myself. I'll tell some stories about Lord Jagannath. So Lord Jagannath is Krishna in his most ecstatic form. Just like Lord Chaitanya is Krishna in his most ecstatic form, in the mood of Srimati Radharani, Lord Jagannath is also Krishna feeling separation from Srimati Radharani. So his ecstatic form. When God is ecstatic, it's superlative. His eyes are big. You see the red thing around the eye? We have this one little red dot around the eye, red, where we cry from. Krishna cries from all that whole red part. He cries in separation from Srimati Radharani and all the devotees in Vrindavan. And his smile, you cannot see the smile with the garland, but smile, ear to ear, he's smiling. God is in ecstasy. That's Jagannath. And Jagannath's deity, he's perpetually in ecstasy. And so he's God. His pastimes are extremely amazing. So I'll share something with you. There was a princess in Jagannath Puri. Still there's a king, although there's democracy and there's like government. But the king still, that generation remains. And so a few hundred years ago, the king's daughter, she wanted to give Jagannath a very special gift. And the gift was not gold, not diamonds, not jewels, but she wanted to give Jagannath a love letter. And now she was embarrassed. I'm a princess, I have certain etiquettes, and there are certain ways to approach God. I want to write him a love letter. How will people perceive it? So she told her assistants that please take these gifts to the head priest and give him. And tell him to offer this to Jagannath. And they were all covered in silk cloth. And one such gift was a letter, that love letter that she wrote. But there were other gifts that was like food and jewelry and other things. So they wouldn't, it'd be all hidden. So the pujari, the priest, he took the plates one at a time. And he would take away the cloth and take the gift offered to Jagannath. Then he saw one of the plates had a piece of paper. He read it, it's like, what is this rubbish? And he just took the paper and crumpled and threw it out in the garbage. And offered the rest of the things. And that night, when he went to sleep, Jagannath came. It's like, where is my letter? It's like, what letter? The letter that he threw away. Where is that letter? I want that letter now. The priest woke up. He was like, oh my God, the Lord just came in my dream. And he woke up every other devotee. Everybody was up, 3 o'clock in the morning. They're going through all the garbage you can imagine. Jagannath temple, huge temple. Every day they feed 40,000 people. So that's the kind of, they're going through all the garbage looking for the letter. Let me find that love letter for Jagannath. And they couldn't find it. 3 days they looked. And then the devotee told Jagannath, my dear Lord, I've thrown away this letter that was meant for you. I've offended you. So I'll just end my life by not eating. I'll starve to death. So he was in front of the deity and he was starving. And again, Jagannath came in his dream. And he said, my dear devotee, it's okay. Don't starve, don't die. But in the future, whenever somebody gives me a gift, please remember, it's very dear to me and I dearly care about it. So make sure I get it. And so when he opened his eyes, he looked at Jagannath. That letter was stuck on his chest. So this is how much Krishna cares about us, Lord Jagannath. So anyway, I'll end here for any questions that you might have. Or anybody wants to share something, please go ahead. Yes, Ishtam.
Well, first of all, thank you. That was a really beautiful story to finish on. I also had a question. If you can talk a little bit about, I know you mentioned about wanting to give as an expression of love, but can you talk a little bit about maybe materially motivated gifting or what that looks like, the results of that? Just the opposite side of the coin of what you were discussing, because that's what many of us experience usually. If we get a gift, sometimes there may be a question of what are they looking for.
So the difference between material and spiritual at any point of time, being Krishna conscious devotees, is material, anything material, I'm in the center. It's about me. What is in it for me? Right? WIIFM. And anything spiritual is Krishna in the center. What is pleasing to Krishna? So if we are aspiring devotees on the devotional path, our goal is at any moment always thinking what is pleasing to Krishna. So in the gift-giving aspect also, we are all striving, right? Most of us, I can speak for myself, I'm a mixed devotee. There's a material aspect and there's a spiritual aspect. And there's, changing between one and another. Nevertheless, we can make efforts to try to make it as unconditional a gift as possible just for the pleasure of the other devotee. Because when devotees are pleased, Krishna is pleased, right? So if our goal is to please the person, and we are trying as much as possible that it shouldn't be about my recognition. Like, oh, wow, he gave such a huge gift. Oh, what a wonderful person. That self-glorification thing. That might be there. But try as much as possible to put the focus on the pleasure of the other person because of the pleasure of Krishna. If Krishna is in the picture, it is spiritual. And if the pleasure of the other person in the sense that what is most beneficial to the person, the most beneficial gift to any person, to any living entity, is a spiritual gift. So if we can somehow tie it to Krishna, whatever gift we are giving, that's nice. Doesn't have to be, but it's nice. At least have the consciousness that I'm doing it for the pleasure of Krishna. So that to that degree that we're connected in our consciousness to Krishna, to that degree the person is benefited. The person who is receiving the gift is receiving that consciousness, coming in contact with Krishna to that degree. Does it answer the question?
Yes, Prabhu.
Sure. Anything else anybody wants to ask? Yes, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
I was wondering if you could explain more on this receiving the gift, because it seems like we want to be humble and not like big to receive. We don't want to like receive like necessarily like glorification. Like if someone's giving you a gift, it's kind of like, oh, you're appreciating the person, but we also want to receive it because that's part of the exchange. So I was wondering if you could explain that more.
Sure. Thank you for the very nice question. Yes, so as we give to others, we can expect that we will also receive. And the humility is knowing that it's not me, it's Krishna that has empowered me to give whatever I've given to this person, out of which this person is reciprocating, right? So whatever I receive belongs to Krishna. There's a very wonderful gentleman in the temple. I don't know if he's here right now, but every Diwali he gives me a gift. It's some cash, and I very gratefully accept it and I put it right in the hundi because it belongs to Krishna. It's not mine to keep. So I've seen my mentor also do the same thing. He receives a lot of gifts because he's a temple president and a leader, a preacher, a mentor for many, and he does that same thing. He'll just take it, very gracefully receive it, and he'll use it in Krishna's service. So knowing, and it can be not just gifts, but also, let's say we're at work, or we are in totally non-devotional environment, and somebody says, wow, that was great, you're a rock star. In our mind, we can say, thank you, Krishna. Because we know the reason why people are thinking we are whatever there's good in us is because Krishna is the source of all sources. By definition, God is the source of all sources. And so all ability, all intelligence, all skills, all qualities are but Krishna's decoration. Krishna's decorating us with these wonderful things. So we can be humble and humbly accept and thank Krishna, either verbally or in some cases, just in our consciousness. My dear Krishna, you're so kind. Even though I'm a fool and a rascal, you're very kind that you're making me, you're giving me this quality that people are appreciating me. Yeah? Does it answer that? Okay. Anything else? Okay, the fool and rascal thing was just for me, not for all of you. Please forgive me if it came out wrong.
That was my next question.
Okay, No comments, no questions? You can feel free to come and talk to me after the class. Thank you very much. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Oh, you have it? Okay, I'll deliver it too. Thank you.
You came late.
Sorry, honestly, I was supposed to go home, so I was like, I couldn't stand it. Anyways,
How do you know Animesh?
because his sister lives in dancing.
You know his sister and brother?
And then when we arrived, we did kirtan together in the temple. I remember that. I was like, he saved the day because nobody else could play in the dance.
She's a very wonderful Milano place.
Yeah.
Me?
I mean, whatever I've seen. How long are you here to?
Tonight?
Maybe
2 hours, maybe after. I came with Nisha. So,
Are you living still in the same place?
no, I'm living with Tabori. You know Southeast?
Same as I'm with my husband? No.
That's such a
Such a
No. No. It's another family. It's another family. It's good. And Nisha's
They're feeding you.
yeah. Nisha's moving into a new city.
Same family are they?
We might kill each other, but okay. I'll see you later. And right now,
Whenever you want. I don't know when you don't leave without telling me that. Because it's expensive stuff, I put it in the puja.
oh, okay. Right, sure. All right, when I get the car key, I'll let you know. Thanks. Okay, should we just sit here?
Anywhere. Yeah, I was telling her. We like to sit like right in the middle. We have fun sitting right in the middle.
You want to sit right in the middle?
Kind of. Right? Where do you want to sit? You want to sit? Yeah, okay. That's not very specific. Yeah, this is good.
This is good. Just put it.
Yeah, this is. Oops, I did it the wrong way. There we go. Okay, cool. Let me go.
Hi, Sway. Little model today with her bikini. I wanted to come. I still don't have my straight.
That's why I brought mine. Yeah.
Secret stuff. No, this is sorry. I know. Swetha wore it one day and I was like, oh, I love it. And then she gave it to me.
You bring your flute sometime. You don't have any bamboo flutes?
Okay, play for the speed, okay? Oh, I will. Yeah.
Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Pristaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashyatya Deshatarine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shivasati Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare
No, it's good.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hey, Coops.
Yeah.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Krishna